There are only 3 S.T.A.R.S members left now. Captain Wesker, Jill, and myself. We don't know where Barry is.
Chris Redfield. Jill Valentine. Barry Burton. Rebecca Chambers. Albert Wesker. Resident Evil.
All right, it is Friday, and you know what that means. It's time for the NPL Video Game Club. It's been a minute, been a little bit of a while, hasn't it? On this Friday, December 9th, 2022, right now it's 4:04 p.m. Eastern Time. According to my weather app, it's 43 degrees and sunny. And hello, everyone. It's been a while. Apologies for that. But yeah, we've been on a bit of an adventure this past month, so I appreciate you being here today. It's very awesome, as always. Aldo here. My voice is not 100%, as you could probably hear. So to give a little bit of a story, I think the last stream that I did here was the week before Thanksgiving. Pretty sure. And actually, no, not even. It was the end of October, I believe, because in early November, I had to fly out for a wedding. I was out for 2 weeks for that. Got to explore a little bit of Illinois and Missouri. And came back, and as luck would have it, I ended up getting sick. And I thought it was COVID, but it wasn't. It actually was bronchitis, and I've never had that before, and which is why my voice is not 100% still, because bronchitis basically affects your lungs, your throat. So I'm not 100%. So you know, it is what it is. What can you do? Looks like the chat is a little backed up there on the screen. Apologies for that. Hopefully it. You know what? Let me refresh it and see if that helps. Here we go. Oh man, yeah. Where are you, Square Pegs? I forget where you are, buddy. Are you Ohio, right? Or am I wrong? Yeah, I flew out to a cousin's wedding. I was actually the best man, so we had to fly out to Illinois, Alton, and stayed there for a couple days. Then, Michigan, Kalamazoo. Okay, nice. Then got to explore St. Louis, Kansas City. Yeah, so it was totally different than what Connecticut is, at least my area of Connecticut. So yeah, got to explore that, and then I got bronchitis, as luck would have it, and I was out for about 2.5 weeks. I just had no voice. I had no voice, no energy, had fever, just coughing fits all over. So just please bear with me that my voice is not 100%. So I apologize in advance if that's what you came by here for, to hear this very deep voice. It's probably not as deep as it is, but nonetheless, let me say hello to Sam. What's up, buddy? Long time no see. Square Pegs. And Linda. Thank you for stopping by. Hope you're all doing well. So, Sam, you actually had a really good question. So yes, I'm making a bit of an exception today. So initially, I streamed Resident Evil for Halloween. We did a Halloween stream, and I made an exception by streaming Resident Evil. Now, there was a vote. I did a vote at the end of that stream that asked if I should, next time I go on, should I do a new game or should I continue Resident Evil? And the vote was overwhelming. Resident Evil. They asked me to continue. So, yes, we are a family-friendly stream. This is a family-friendly stream. Now, keep in mind, Resident Evil came out in 1996. Or was it 1998? I forget which year specifically. I actually wrote it in the description. I forget. It's either, I think it's 96 is when this came out. So anyways, the whole idea is, yes, it is an older game, and it does have blood. But what I want to do is I want to take what is considered to be a scary game, and even really, in today's world, it's not scary. It's kind of silly, you know, if you look at it in today's eyes. But I want to also educate. So while I play the game, I want to point out the scary parts. I want to talk about how back in 1996, yes, this was considered to be scary, but how there's a lot of layers in terms of like the design and production, how it's interesting from a technological point to see what you see on the screen. Yes, kind of like OG Doom. Yes, when Doom came out, I believe 1991, 92, that was considered to be the most frightening thing ever. You see it now, it looks cute, right? So times change. So I want to take this as an opportunity to show you, in case you, Sam, you're a younger viewer, that, you know, there's a lot to learn from games like this too. And I think it'd be really interesting to kind of like do a walkthrough of me playing the game and do like a strategy guide, kind of like give me some tips, how to beat certain puzzles or beat certain enemies. And I just want to give like a historical view of the game to kind of pull away at that whole scary part and make it more educational. And again, the game isn't overly gory like the sequels are. The sequels do get a little bit more gratuitous. But nonetheless, before I do that, I do have some orders of business to get to before I begin with today's game. You own RE5. Okay. So RE5 is definitely it's a step up from the first Resident Evil. Resident Evil 5 gets a lot of hate, but it's actually a good game. The problem is when they made the game, they kind of forced you to play co-op. So, you know, you either play it with a friend or you play it alone. When you play it alone, that's when it kind of gets bogged down because you're forced to have a partner with you, which is AI controlled, and the AI is horrible. Now, if you play with a friend, Resident Evil 5 is great. Probably one of the best co-op experiences you'll ever have, just if you play it alone, unfortunately. And I think that's what happened with a lot of people who don't like the game. Yes, if you play it alone, it stinks. Play it with a friend, it is awesome. It's very, very fun. But yes, I do have some orders of business to talk about before we begin. So there we are having, over here at the library, a winter challenge, winter reading challenge. And so what does that entail? Let me give a little thing. So there's a thing where people can rent out and read certain books here at the library. And then again, this is happening it started on the 26th of November, and it's happening all the way through February 11th of next year. So this winter, we have created 12 different challenges. Each reading challenge is worth 1 point. The more challenges you complete, the more points you get. Every point you earn is equal to 1 raffle ticket. At the end of the challenge, we will be raffling off prizes. So there is actually a website that you can go to if you are interested in checking out this reading challenge. So let me post that here in the chat. If you go to that website, it'll break down all the details of the reading challenge at the library. So basically, you rent a book at the library, which is based on a specific criteria that we have On that page, there is a challenges tab or section that gives you certain things to do. Like, for example, read a book that takes place during a holiday, or read a book that has a recipe, or read a juicy memoir or shocking nonfiction book. And as you complete those challenges, you go to a webpage and you submit the books that you read, and it'll end up keeping a tally of all the points you've accrued, and you end up on a leaderboard, which is on this website that I linked to on the very bottom. And whoever's at the top of the leaderboard, you will earn a prize. So again, it's a good way to check out and utilize your library card if you have one with us here at the library. So go on and check that out. And on to the next bit of news here. So the American Job Center Career Coach is hosting an in-person resume assistance workshop. And this workshop will highlight how to create a powerful, up-to-date resume and use it as a marketing tool to land a job interview. That's pretty cool, you know. This is actually happening right outside of the library. There will be a giant bus, which will be on Monday, December 12th. It'll be from 10 in the morning to noon, and also from 1 to 3 p.m. And I'm just checking to see if there's actually a website. Yes, so there is a webpage that I will link to here in the chat as well, if you want to check it out. Again, especially these days, it's tough to find a job out there. And if you need some help to tidy up your resume, make sure it's as cool and as eye-catching as it can be to grab and hook potential employers. Go ahead and do it. You know, it's a free service, and it's nothing but a benefit to you. So again, you can either click on the link in the chat, or if you are modern and cool, you can click on the QR code, or scan the QR code, I should say, on your screen. That'll bring you to the website or web page to register for the program. So yeah, check it out. Again, a free service, and registration is limited to one person. There's about 10 people per session in the bus, and bring your paper resume with you. And again, it's a good way to get some constructive criticism about your resume. And having a up-to-date and fresh resume is so important in order to secure a job these days. All right, and actually, before I begin the game, I got a really cool thing in the mail. I got, literally 10 minutes before I began, I got a letter in the mail from one of our viewers. So big shout out to the McHenry family. They sent me a Christmas card. So they are actually viewers of the stream. So that is awesome. You know, it's always heartwarming to receive some love from viewers here. So shout out to everyone in the McHenry family. That is awesome. Thank you so much for brightening my day. And shout out to Logan, one of our probably our youngest viewer here. So he's awesome. And the McHenry family is awesome. Shout out to you all for being such kind folks and for taking time out of your day to send me a little holiday card. That is awesome. We really appreciate it on behalf of the library and myself. May you have a happy holiday as well. So thank you so much. That is very cool. Yeah, 8-Bitch Glitch 79. What's up, buddy? I get my voice is not 100%, so please bear with me. I am recovering from bronchitis, so I am not 100%. Just to let you know. But let me go ahead and switch here. It's been a month since I've done this, so let me see if I still got it. if I can get this to work. So just bear with me one moment. I need to check. Where's it? Right here. Okay. All right. So let us, I plugged in my controller. Let us begin. You've been playing a lot of Doom? Which Doom have you been playing? Okay, so to do the refresher, I played this during a Halloween stream, pre-Halloween stream, and people liked it. And I then ended up getting a poll on the YouTube. I ran a poll to play this, and they asked me to continue. And again, it's been a month, unfortunately, because I was sick and I traveled. So this has been delayed exponentially, but here you are. And I really appreciate you coming on by. Again, I figured, after a month, nobody's going to want to be here anymore. Because, sometimes that's sacrilegious for streamers and streams. So the fact that you're here, hanging out in this little corner of the internet, I greatly appreciate it. Thank you. Just got Doom Eternal, and I'm already... Alright, nice. I haven't played Doom Eternal yet. I played the 2016 Doom. Or is it 2018? I forget. But not Eternal. Haven't done Eternal yet. I will get around to it at some point. So to give a refresher... Good old tank... Yes, this is the tank control era of Resident Evil. Which actually you're lucky because you did Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5 was really the first game in the series to kind of do away with the tank controls. And it has since, kind of moved on from that. But yes, Resident Evil 1, 2, 3, Code Veronica, and by technically Resident Evil 4 still kind of uses tank controls in a way, even though Resident Evil 4 does the over-the-shoulder third-person camera, but the movement is still pretty much tank in a way, because you're kind of locked to certain directions. But yes, so I was playing as Jill, and the last time I did this in Halloween, I actually got out of the mansion, so, or I was able to open the door that'll bring me outside the mansion. So this, if I remember correctly, again, I haven't opened this up in over a month, but if memory serves correct, I should be leaving the mansion, getting to what is called the garden, and then to the guest house, or the guardhouse, I should say. You're about to enter the world of survival horror. Good luck. I should be in the storeroom here. Yep. So again, apologies for my raspy voice, but again, bronchitis is no fun, so I will be replenishing myself with Gatorade, which is fantastic to have when you are under the weather, or when you need replenishments to refuel. So yes, Sam, tank controls is what this is all about. So tank controls and pre-rendered backgrounds. So what does that mean? So you may notice Jill here is a 3D polygon. She is a 3D model. But nothing else on the screen is 3D. It is basically a 2D image, a JPEG, if you will. And there is a 3D model walking around in a 2D space. And as you move around, the camera will change to another angle, but still everything here is 2D. So, at the time, back in 1996, believe it or not, this was uber realistic, hyper realistic, like these types of backgrounds. Now, looking at it in 2022, you're probably thinking this looks horrible. But again, back at the time, this was cutting edge stuff. You got Doom 93, Doom 2, Doom 64, Doom 3, Doom Reboot, and Doom... Nice. So you pretty much got them all. The only one you're missing is Doom, Final Doom. Because Final Doom came out after Doom 2, but before Doom 64. So that one, you might want to keep an eye out for, Final Doom. And it has 2 episodes. I believe it's the Plutonium Experiment and then TNT something. I forget what it's called. But Final Doom. And then there's also, technically, if you want to be a completionist, Doom came out on PlayStation 1 and Sega Saturn with extra levels that were only in those releases. But yeah, so that is, let's see, what I got. Okay, so just to give you a little heads up, I'm using the playing the PC version of Resident Evil 1. Now, on this PC version of the game, if you complete the main game in under 3 hours, which I did many, many months ago, you unlock special weapons. So in this case, one of the weapons that you unlock is an Uzi with infinite ammo. In this case, it's called the submachine gun. The Ingram is what it's called. So I'm using that just to make my gameplay. Again, I've played this normally before, so I figured I'd give myself a little bit of a breather this time around. So what you're doing in Resident Evil is you have limited inventory. So you'll notice Jill here has 8 inventory slots. So everything that you pick up in the game will take up 1 slot of your inventory. Now, you want to make sure that you have good item management. So what does that mean? You want to have a weapon. You want to have a healing item, in this case a first aid spray. And in this case I have a key because I've unlocked parts of the mansion. So I need the keys to unlock certain doors. And then you could fill up the rest with whatever you want. Now, again, it could be keys, it could be ammo, it could be healing. But the thing is, you know, you can't pick up any more things if all 8 of your slots are taken. So you need to find these rooms, which are called safe rooms, where you would then stash everything, and then you can come back and pick things up as you need to. So Resident Evil 1, well, the old Resident Evils are all about item management. So again, yes, everything here is a 2D image except Jill. So the whole idea, you notice these camera angles, like this one is kind of spooky, right? Because it looks like somebody's looking at Jill, right? You notice there's a balcony on the right-hand side of the screen. Is somebody watching her? I don't know. The whole point of these camera angles is to kind of spook you out, you know? And again, back in the day, this was spooky stuff. You may be wondering, why are they showing doors? Well, back when this game came out on the PlayStation 1, those door animations were actually loading screens. So it was a way that Capcom was able to hide the fact that the game was loading the new area that you're going into by showing an animation of a door opening. Again, pretty cool way, because again, back in the day, for those of you who were around for the PlayStation 1 era, loading screens were usually just a blank black screen that just said now loading. Very boring. In this case, it immerses you in the game because the doors match the door that you're going through. Like in this case, it's like a bluish door. If I were to open this door, it would be brown. Or if I go over here, this is a metal door. So when I go to that loading screen, it's a metal door. So it immerses you, right? And again, when you're playing this for the first time, you're probably scared because you don't know what's past that door, right? So it's a great way to add tension. All right, so when I played this last, I fought a giant snake, believe it or not, in an attic area of the mansion, and it gave me these crests. I've been collecting these crests. I put all 4 of them in this little thing, and which unlocked this door, which will now bring me to the next area of the game. The Doom on newer consoles has all the add-ons, so it's basically Ultimate Doom. Okay, yeah, Ultimate Doom came out, and that added 1 extra episode. You know what? I don't think the crank is there. Might be too dark to tell. I don't remember if I got the crank, so I'm gonna have to move this and see. Climb up. So I need to move these stairs. And I need to maneuver myself and then push this stairwell. And then go up the stairs. And nope. Right, so I need the crank. So I need to go pick up the crank. That was my mistake. Again, it's been a month, so I don't remember exactly where I was, so I'm just trying to refresh my memory. Now in the PC version, I can skip these loading screens if I want to, but on PlayStation you can't. So yes, I need to go back to the trunk here and get a crank. There you go. And then I go back, because I will need that crank in the next area that I go to. Again, you wouldn't know this if you haven't played the game before, but I've played this game quite a few times in my day. Sam, have you checked out Proteus? It's a new game inspired by the... I've heard of the game, but I haven't seen it. Alright, so this is brand new for the stream. So this is officially the garden area. Listen. You hear footsteps, right? I hear a dog. Again, these are zombie dogs, so don't worry. They're not, they're not real dogs, but... Alright, there's another dog somewhere. Alright. Heard that beeping, so I need to go and hit the radio.
This is Brad. S.T.A.R.S Alpha Team. Please respond. What the hell? Is nobody out there?
Brad, this is Jill.
This is Brad. S.T.A.R.S Alpha Team. Bravo Team. It doesn't matter. Anybody, answer me.
So this is actually a completely optional cutscene here. If you don't answer the radio, you miss out on this. So to give you some backstory, the person who was radioing, you are part of a special tactical force that has been assigned to investigate a mountain area where people have been reporting attacks of people being of like creatures or weird like things going on. So you go to investigate. Then you get ambushed by those dogs, and you end up running into this mansion. And in this the guy who brought you in on the helicopter, when he started seeing those dogs, he just flew away. He was like, "Peace, guys, I'm out." Left you all stranded. So that was him trying to radio and see if there were any survivors. If you have Game Pass, it's there. It's available on Switch too. Not sure about PlayStation. Okay. Yeah, I had Game Pass a while ago, but I haven't had it for a long time. So this may be very dark to see. Now, there are little pots here. So these are what are called herbs, and these are your healing items in the game. And there are 3 different colors of herbs that you can get, and each color does a different thing. So right here is a green herb. So if I pick this up, this is your standard healing. So a green herb will heal you. And to show you, on my inventory screen on the bottom, where it says fine, that means it's in green, that means I'm good, I'm in good health. But as I get attacked, it'll change colors. It'll change color to yellow, and then it'll change color to red. So yellow means I've taken damage, and then red means I'm in danger. If I take a couple more hits, I'm going to die. So the whole idea is you heal with certain items to bring you back to green, which is full health. These herbs help you do that. Now with this green herb, it heals you like maybe, let's say, 25% extra health. Red herbs, on the other hand, you can't take them on their own. They don't do anything on their own. The whole idea with the red herb is you combine the red herb with the green herb, and then it'll mix them, and it triples the effect of healing. So now I have a mixed red and green herb. So now this will heal me 75%. So pretty much it'll bring you back to full health. And then lastly, there is a blue herb here. So blue herbs heal you in a different way. They don't heal you for health. They heal you if you get poisoned. So there are certain creatures in this game that will poison you. Such as the snake that I fought earlier in the game, and also spiders. They will poison you. So the only way to get rid of the poison is to take a blue herb. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to combine a green and blue herb, which makes a mixed herb, which will heal me from poison. So again, combining things is a big help in this game. So you know what? I'm going to take this. I'm going to bring it to the storage. I kind of gotta go back. Again, item management. And even though I have a weapon with infinite ammo, I'm pretty good for the rest of the game. But again, I like to be cautious, and just to be sure, I will store things away just in case if I need them later. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put away these herbs. And then blue herb, leave there. Now we'll go back for the red herb, mix it with the green herb, come back again, and then I'll be good to explore the rest of the area. Again, you don't have to do this, but let's say you get hurt. You'd rather be safe than sorry. That's the way I see it. Alright, so now I'm going to combine. I don't think there's any more herbs here. No. Okay. I want to go here. There's a map that I can pick up. It's a map of the garden. Will you take it? Yes. So again, what is a map, you may ask? A winch for the elevator. The elevator is down. So you can investigate certain items here. So a map. This is your map. So what this means is the blinking red. This is the area of the map that I'm currently in. If it's transparent, that means I haven't been there yet. So it's pretty crude, but again, in 1996, this is what we were given. So it is what it is. There's going to be a lot more herbs I'm going to find later on, but for the time being, I'm just going to go back to the storage room and put away this herb that I just found. Now, you may be noticing that I'm moving pretty smoothly. I know how to use tank controls. A lot of people, especially younger folks, don't understand the movements with tank controls. And I get it. There's quite a bit of a learning curve to be had. But it's practice makes perfect. You know, once you get used to it, you'll start juking and jiving like a pro. But there definitely is a learning curve with the movements of tank. It's hard to explain, but if you get it, you get it. Alright, so now I want to move over here. There's a door. And now on to the next area. You've been playing a lot of, was it Walking Dead, you said? Alright, there's a water passage. There's a ladder. Alright. Now there's a ladder, but I can't take it because there's water blocking it. So remember, I had a crank. Well, I've got to use that crank for something. And look at that. There's a square hole. A square hole. And I have a square crank. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to use this crank. And there you go. Now you got a CG cutscene, which is very dark. Alright, so the water has been cleared out. The water is running down the opposite side. Alright. Now I can take the ladder down into this next area. go on to the other side. Now here's the fun part. If you take too long, snakes will start coming down and they'll bite you. So you want to move, because those snakes will poison you. Alright. There's more dogs here. Again, I have infinite ammo, so I'm okay. I don't need to worry about them. But if you listen, there's more footsteps. There's another dog. He's over here. So again, you want to keep an ear out for enemies. You know, because if you jump the gun, you will get hurt. All right, so you want to explore. The battery is pulled out. I've got to get power to the elevator. So if you remember, when I was up, there was an elevator. This is where it leads, but the power, because the battery has been taken out, the elevator's not working. So eventually I will find a battery to get it working. There's a waterfall here. The water is running from the upper water passage. There's something in the back. So, that crank I just used to take the water out to get down here is now bringing the water down here. So it's blocking me from getting over here. So eventually I will be able to get in there, but not just yet. Which Walking Dead have you been playing, Sam? The Telltale Walking Dead? Alright, so I got 2 dogs after me now. Alright, so now there's more herbs here. So there's green and blue. So what I'll do here is I'll combine the green herbs together to do double, so that'll be 50% of my health. And then now I can take the blue herbs here. Unfortunately, you can't combine blue herbs. They're just on their own. That's all you can do. You can combine them with the, if I combine green and red, I believe I can combine a blue with it. So then it'll fully heal you, and it'll also clear any poison. Here it is. Mixture of 2 green herbs and blue. Alright, so this will heal your health and also heal from poison. Alright. Here it is. This is the Guardhouse. First 3 seasons. Okay, which actually I've done the first 3 seasons. I also did the Michonne. And there was also one called, I think, I don't know if it was 100 Days or something like that. It was like a spin-off with like mini episodes. 400 Days? I forget. Alright, so even more healing items here. So they're giving you a lot of poison, so that's probably a hint that there's going to be poisonous enemies around here. Alright, pro tip. You see there's a statue right here. So what you want to do is immediately you want to take this statue and move it into this room. Or this corner. Why, do you ask? Well, there's a very good reason why. Alright, so you see this corner here. See there's a hole in the floor? So what I want to do is I want to cover that hole. Why, do you ask? There's a very good reason why. If I don't cover that, and if I walk past it, a tree branch will come out of the ground and hit me. So by doing that and covering it, I don't get hurt anymore. Again, just a little pro tip. I finished Season 1 in 2 days. Season 2 in 3 days. And I'm already almost done with 3, and I got it last night. Nice. Wow, you're moving real fast. Alright, so more herbs. And more herbs. And then the crank. I actually don't need the crank right now, so I can put the crank back. Let's see, where could I put the crank? There you go. And this is, what is this for? Armor key. So actually, I don't need the armor key, not in this area of the game. Alright, so there's a first aid spray. Always pick it up, because that automatically fully heals you. And look at this, this is a new type of ammo, where you take the explosive rounds. Now, what does that mean? I don't know. But eventually you will get a weapon that uses that type of ammo, but I don't have that ammo just yet. Actually, I do. So I'm going to combine them to consolidate space in my trunk. So you combine, now it's 12, and now I can put them in this trunk here. Which I think was acid rounds, herbs, crank. Alright, cool. Alright, so I could save if I wanted to here. But I don't need to do that right now. I'm good. 400 Days was a Season 2 prequel. Yes, you're right. Thank you for the clarification. I would have bought the Walking Dead Definitive Edition, but it's not on Switch. Oh, okay. Yeah, I did miss out on, you know what? No, Season 3 I haven't done. I'm sorry. I haven't done Season 3. And I haven't done the final season. So I'm 2 seasons behind on that. Hopefully I can get around to it someday. But, you know, honestly, don't spoil it, please. No spoilers. But I am very protective of little Clementine. And mainly the reason why I haven't played the game, because I don't want to see her get hurt. So, yeah, I've stayed away from it out of fear. Right, there's a zombie. And there's another zombie. He's not dead. Now he is. You can always tell a zombie's dead if they have blood underneath their bellies when they fall down. Yeah, I know there was a time skip, but that's all I know. I haven't looked at anything else, but she's just too precious. I can't. Alright, so there's something I want to look at here in the tub. The bathtub is filled with muddy water. Will you unplug it? Yes. Because you never know what you'll find. It may be something useful. So this is why it's very important to explore. And look at that, there's a key. So what is this key? Will you take the control room key? Always investigate your things. You never know. Key to enter the control room. Okay. Sometimes there may be something on it. You never know. Alright, so what else is in this room? There's a desk, right? The desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? Jill has a lockpick. Chris does not. So she opens these drawers. Usually it's shotgun shells. Yep. And again, shotgun shells up to this point in the game aren't exactly necessary. but there will come a point in time, a little bit later on, where you will want shotguns. And look, there's a book here. Will you take the red book? Yes. Now, what is the red book, right? Nothing important, it says. Nothing important. Okay, it has a number 4. But what if you do this? All pages are blank. What's it for? So it's a blank book. Okay. So at least you know it's a blank book. It's dark outside and I can't see anything. Okay, what about this cabinet? Nothing unusual. Okay. So that's this room. Alright, so I've seen this room, I've seen this room. Now what's over here? You know what, actually I should get rid of the first aid spray and the shotgun shells, because I don't need those. So I can move that. And then shotgun shells, I'm going to mix them. 28 plus 7 is 35. So now I can move those. Alright. So now I'm good to go. Alright. I will give you a warning. It's not a jump scare. But there's a new enemy in this room. Spiders. So just if you are very icky with spiders, just be warned. There are giant spiders in this next room. I plan on getting the Michonne miniseries on my 360. Okay, cool. Michonne is from, yes, she's from the comics, and she's also obviously in the television show as well. Alright. Pro tip, when these guys die, little spiders come out. Alright, see, I got hit by a spray, so now I'm poisoned. Right? So that's the thing with these guys. They're annoying. Alright, so now in order to avoid those little spiders, you just leave, and they won't come back. But see, now I've been poisoned, so I want to get a blue herb. Alright, so now I'm yellow, so now I want to take a green herb. Let's see, I think I have some green herbs down here. Mixed. Spider, mixed herbs, mixed, blue. Okay, it's just mixed herbs. Let me see, I should have 2 green herbs. Here we go. Alright, Epic Glitch, buddy, thank you so much for coming on by. It's always fantastic seeing you, my man. Hope you have a fantastic weekend. Please be safe. And thank you for coming by the NPL Video Game Club. Really appreciate it. Alright, so this is a bar, a giant bar. I got rid of the spiders, so now I can explore. Look at that, there's an ink ribbon right here. So that's in order to save. It always comes in pairs of 2. Or no, this one has 3, look at that. Alright. There's also some ammo here. Sure, why not? I don't use the handgun anymore, but whatever. I'll collect it. Just in case. Alright, so there's some tables here. There's a pinball machine. It's broken. It says game. Did you know that Commander Video from Bit-Trip Brummer is an unlockable playable character in Super Meat Boy? Yes, I did hear that. Which is actually why Super Meat Boy appears in the Runner games too. As a cameo. Well, he's actually one of the characters, so... Alright, so there's a dartboard. There is a pool table. Now this is a puzzle, actually. If you look at the pool table, it looks like a clock dial. Some kind of a code, right? a 9 ball, 6 ball, 3 ball. Right, so basically this is a puzzle that confused a lot of people. So it's giving you a hint, and if you look at the cues, right? The pool cues, they look like hands of a clock. So from this angle, you notice how it said the 3 balls on the right, 6 balls on the bottom, and then 9 is on the left. So think of it like a clock, right? So the 3 ball is 3 p.m. The 6 ball is 6 p.m. And then on the left, the 9 is 9 p.m. So if you read this like a clock, let's say the shorter pool cue is the hour, and then the longer pool cue is the minutes. So if you were to read this, it would be 3:45 p.m., right? 345. So this is giving, those numbers are going to be the code I'm going to need to open up a door later on in this area. Hey, what's up, Brax? What's going on, my man? How you doing? Apologies, my voice again is not 100%. I had bronchitis, I'm still fighting it off, so my voice is maybe 80% there. But thank you for stopping by, my man. How are you doing? So I want to keep a mental note, 345. I want to keep a mental note of that. Alright, so now, again, I'm going to do some housekeeping. I'm going to put some stuff and combine my handgun ammo. So I could put that back. And then my ink ribbons I want to find. And you know what? I'm pretty sure I put that up here. Yep. Alright, so again, combine those. Brings me to 19. And then I'll leave that up here. Alright, perfect. So I'm good to go. Alright, so I've fully explored this room, and the red room. So now I want to go here. And again, because I put that statue right here in the door, in the hole, that plant vine will not attack me, so I'm good. Right, so now I can check the next room. Notice there's no music. That's a little creepy, right? Alright. What's in this door? Alright. I don't want to be here just yet. So I will come back to that area later on. Actually, you know what? Nope. Let me test that theory with the door code. There's a panel with number keys. Will you push the keys? Yes. Alright, so I did 3, 4, 5. And that's the solution to the puzzle. Now sometimes that code will change depending on your playthrough. It's not always going to be 3, 4, 5. The orientation of those pool cues sometimes will change, so you do need to pay attention. Alright, so this room is later on. I don't need to deal with it just yet. There is another key, which is over here. I want to be very quick, because there is a hornet's nest right behind me. And I don't want to be attacked by those hornets. So I want to leave before they get me. Alright, so now I want to investigate. You always want to look at items, because they may give some details about things. So I turn it around. You notice it has a 002. The number 002 is engraved, so now it is the key to room 002. And look at that, 002. So that's the key for that. And look, would you look at that? I got more herbs now. Perfect. 3 herbs to be exact. Perfect. All right. So what I want to do is I want to combine these herbs. So what I'll do is I'll combine 2 and then leave 1. So what I'm going to do now, before I go into this next area, I'm going to go back. Because I want to put some stuff in storage. Because I don't need all of these items for now. Again, backtracking is a part of Resident Evil. You gotta get used to it. I know it may frustrate some of the younger viewers, but if you were around back then, it's just the name of the game. Alright, there you go. You know what? I can actually put away this, this book. Actually, no, I need that book. Never mind. Alright, so go back to this room 002. You have used the key for room 000. And the good thing is, once you finish using a key, it'll tell you to throw it away. Like in this case. You don't need it anymore. So then, throw it away. Alright, Sam. Yeah, do what you gotta do, buddy, but thank you for hanging out, bud. Really appreciate it. Alright, see another camera angle? See how this game messes with you? It messes with you because sometimes it's blocking things from review. So what you want to do is you want to listen. Do you hear any footsteps? Do you hear any moaning, groaning? That's usually going to tell you that there's a zombie. But here, there's no zombie. So I didn't hear anything. Alright, so before, I want to go in this room. I bet you there's a zombie here. Yes, there is. There he is. Well, I don't have to worry about him anymore. Alright, so in this room, there's handgun bullets. Do I need the handgun bullets? No. Because I have a Uzi with infinite ammo. So I'm fine. I'm good. I don't need it. But again, this is why you explore. Desk is locked. Again, I can use my lockpick to open it. There you go. Open lockpick, and what did I say? Shotgun shells. That's usually what they are. Right now, I don't need shotgun shells, but later on, I will definitely need them. Dormitory sketch, retake. So this is a map. Alright, so now I can see where I am in the guardhouse. So again, to show you, blinking red, that means this is the hallway I'm currently in. If it's green, that means I've visited that area. If it's transparent, clear, that means I have not been there yet. So this is just a way to keep track of where you've been in the game. And look at this. What is this? Plant 42 report. So I'm going to try reading, but apologies if, again, my voice is just not all there. 4 days have passed since the accident, and the plant at point 42 is growing amazingly fast. It has been affected by the T-virus differently than other plants have been, and shows unique shape in addition to its size. Looking at the way it behaves, it is now difficult to determine what kind of plant it was originally. There are 2 ways in which plant 42 gathers nutrition. The first one is through its root that reaches into the basement. Immediately after the accident, a scientist went mad and broke the water tank in the basement. Now the basement is filled with water. It is easily imaginable that some chemical elements were blended in the water and promotes the incredibly fast growth of plant 42. Another part of plant 42 from the basement grows through the duct and hangs down like so many bulbs from the ceiling of the first floor. Many vines come out of those bulbs, and they are the second resource for its nutrition. Once sensing movement, plant 42 shoots its vines around the prey and holds it. Then it starts sucking up blood using the suckers located at the back of its vine. It also has some intelligence. It blocks the door by twining its vines around it, especially when it captures prey while it's sleeping. Several staff members have already fallen victims to this. May 21st, 1998, Henry Sarton. Right. So plant 42, if you notice, in this whole area, you've been seeing a lot of plant vines. So that's basically what's going on here. Now I want to make this ladder there's something behind here, right? So I want to move it and then go down. It's all good, Rex. Feeding your dogs? Nothing wrong with that, buddy. So what I want to do before I go down there is I want to... Don't want to go down there just yet. I mean, I could. I guess I could. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go down and because the file I just read kind of gave me a hint about how to hurt this plant. You know what? I only have one item to put there though, so you know what? You know what? Okay, before I go down there, I am going to go back here because this blank book I have, I can actually use in this room. Oh, nope. I need that key. Never mind. Okay. Never mind. Yeah, by the way, Rex, how are the bros? How is Richter and crew? Hope they're doing well. Alright, so you know what? I could... Alright, I'd have to reset this, so that's fine. Because when I go down, I'm going to use that control room key, so that'll go away from my inventory. So now, yeah, you want to go down the ladder. There's a ladder. Will you descend it? Yes. This is a really cool song. Very creepy song. I love it. Kinda sounds like a warped lullaby, or like something you would play in a crib for a baby. Again, thank you to those of you who are watching. Much appreciated. Right, so this is a bit of a puzzle right here. So basically what you gotta do is just gotta push these boxes into the water. And they pretty much, they make a makeshift bridge for you. For you to walk through. Alright, so the first two boxes are simple enough, but what do you do with this one here? A problem that a lot of first-time players have is they're gonna push it, and they keep pushing, push, but then by the time they get here, they realize it's hugging the corner, so there's no way to push it this way. So what is the solution? Well, you need to push the box up a bit so that you can then walk around, hug it against this wall, and now it'll let you push it. So that is the solution. Again, it takes time, but that's what it's all about. You gotta be patient. Alright, so in this next area, there's going to be sharks, believe it or not. In this game, they're called Neptunes, but they are sharks. Alright, so now I can walk through. There's going to be a bunch of herbs here. And water. Notice how you move slower in the water. It's like that for a reason. Alright. So plant 42 is right there. It looks like a plant root. There's nothing I can do here yet because it's filled to the water. I'm pretty much neck deep in water here at this point. Alright, there's a cutscene that's going to play. It's a large water tank. Alright. Something's coming after me. Oh boy. That's a big shark, and 2 baby sharks. You have used the control room key. This key is useless now. Discard? Yes. Open that door. As if the sharks eat you, it's an instant death. Alright. So now I'm safe. Apologies for the blinking lights. Get rid of that. There's a lever. Will you move it? Yes. Then that drains the water. Right, no more blinking light. So now in this floor, there's no more water submerging everything. And then there's a blinking light here, right? So again, always investigate. It never hurts. There's a button. Will you push it? There was a sound from the room next door. Alright. So now you can come out here. And this is the weapons storage room. So this is where you get a bunch of ammo. And there's a shining item here, so that's going to be a key. Will you take the guardhouse key? Yes. As I said before, always check your items. Turn it around, and this is room 003. And that is the room with the honey, the bees, the hornets. Alright. Shotgun shells? Yes, I want to take those, and look at that. I have shotgun shells. So they won't take up any more space in my inventory. Perfect. They are all wet and useless. So to give you some lore, this room is a weapons cache, so there'd be like explosives, C4, and because this is a laboratory, or laboratory, in case these creatures ran amok, the idea was that they would just blow up the whole place. But the problem is, since the floor got flooded, all these explosive things became useless because they're wet. Oh well. Alright, so now I can head out. This is where the tank was broken. It's a large water tank. The tank appears to have cracked. And look at that, these are the sharks that were coming after me. Alright, so I can finally get these guys. In the water, they're invincible, but now I can get them. Alright, so is there something here now? There will be something here. I just have to destroy this plant. Alright, so I will eventually come back to this area. And you know what? I've got spaces for these herbs, so that's fine. Half the game is about collecting items, and that's okay. Item management is very important. Alright, so the basement is clear for now. I will have to come back. For anyone who's watching, have you played Resident Evil before? Or did you only ever play the remake? Curious to see how many started off with the original, and how many maybe played the remake first. Or maybe you haven't played any Resident Evil. That's possible as well. Alright, so now I want to go back to storage. Dump off some items. And again, some spare herbs. And then I want to grab the shotgun shells. Combine those. Brings me to 56 shells. Perfect. And actually, I'm done with that, so now I can go to room 003, which is over here. If you use the key for room 003, it's going to ask me to discard it. You definitely want to do that because you have no reason to keep it. Alright, so this is another dorm room. Probably going to be a zombie. The desk is locked. Will you use the lockpick? So again, probably going to be some shotgun shells. Well, ink ribbon this time. Okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, sometimes you want to save. Alright, so there's bookshelf. Notice there's one book standing out. That probably means something. A row of red books, there's one white book. Will you take it? V-Jolt report. As I stated in the last report, there are some common features found in the cells of the plant infected by the tyrant virus, aka the T-virus. We have also found another interesting fact through some experiments. We found an element that destroys these plant cells rapidly in UMB number 16, one of the series of UMB chemicals that we used for that experiment. We named this UMB number 16 as V-Jolt. In our calculation, it will take less than 5 seconds to destroy plant 42 if we put the V-Jolt directly on the root. You need to mix some of the UMB series chemicals in a specific order to create V-Jolt, but the UMB series chemicals may generate a poisonous gas which is harmful to the human body. Extreme caution should be taken when handling these chemicals. The following are the types of UMB series chemicals and their brief characteristics. UMB number 2, red. NP003, purple. UMB number 4, green. Yellow 6, yellow. UMB number 7, white. UMB number 13, blue, stimulating smell. V-Jolt, UMB number 16, brown. What does that all mean? So basically, I have to go to a room, mix a bunch of chemicals together, and create this V-Jolt. Now, there are two paths you can take. You can either don't bother with making a V-Jolt, and you will eventually fight this giant plant as a boss. If you don't do the V-Jolt, the boss fight is much more difficult. If you do use the V-Jolt, the boss is significantly weakened, making the fight a lot more manageable. So the choice is yours. So it said a book was missing. Well, what I want to do is I want to put this book in. It's blank. It's a red book. And look at that. It opened a door. Alright, I don't want to go in there yet because that brings me to the boss. So I don't want to do that. I want to make the V-Jolt first. Alright, there's ammo here. These are explosive rounds, flame rounds. That is again for a weapon that'll happen a little bit later. Look at that, you got a reflection here. That's pretty cool. You didn't really see that in games too often back then. Dust collects inside, the bath towel is dirty. Alright, so that's all there was, just the ammo. So I actually do have enough ammo. I think I have enough spaces for the V-Jolts. But what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna go back. I'm gonna save, just in case I mess up with the V-Jolt. Because if you do mess up with the V-Jolt, you'll get poisoned, and it's just annoying. So just to be safe, I will save, but I will also make sure I don't have any flame rounds. Let's mix these together. Flame rounds, nope. Let's get all these rounds together. Mixed herbs, boom. Now I want the ink ribbon, which is up here. Combine those. Then I'll go ahead and save. Again, I think I've saved, what, 2 times so far, so this would be save number 3. Then again, I could put away the ink ribbon because I don't need it right now. Alright, so now I can go ahead and do V-Jolts. I'm ready now. So now I want to go in this room. So again, this puzzle was considered to be a bit tricky for people. It's really just a matter of reading and taking your time. Don't rush, and you'll be fine. Something is written on the wall. 1 plus 2 equals 3. Okay. 3 plus 4 equals 7. 2 plus 4 equals 6. 6 plus 7 equals 13. And 13 plus 3 equals 16. So this is giving you the sequence that you need to mix everything in order to make this thing called V-Jolt. So what you want to do is you want to grab, there's going to be some empty bottles. What you want to do, you don't want to put anything in the bottles yet. You want to find your empty bottles first. There's going to be 4. That's number 2. Number 3. And then last but not least, number 4 over here. Alright, there's something else written over here. Something is written on the wall. Water equals 1. Red equals 2. Purple equals 3. And then green equals 4. Alright, so there's 2 sides to this equation. Colors are certain numbers, and then you got to take those numbers and combine, mix to make other numbers. And you just got to keep doing it until you get to 16. So the first things first. Water is 1. Red is 2, right? So if you look at the first thing, it said 1 plus 2 equals 3, right? Right? Okay. So obviously that's telling me what I want to do is I want to put water in one of the bottles. So I've got water. Now I need to find one that says red. Alright, so again, you can always look at your file in case you are not sure. Because remember, the file tells you what numbers equal what colors. So, number 2 is red. Okay. So that's what you want to do. 2. Okay. So then what you want to do is you want to mix the water with number 2. And then that brings you to NPO03. Right? Alright. So then what you want to do is again look at the formula. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Okay. So how do I come up with... So I already have 3. So now I need to come up with 4. How am I going to do that? Well, let's see again. Purple 3, green 4. Right? Alright, so I want to find green. So again, go back to the report. UMB number 4 is green. Alright, so now I gotta find the one that says number 4, which is right here. Yes. Alright, green. Alright, so that's 4 plus 3 equals 7, right? 3 plus 4 equals 7. Okay. So then combine those, and then that'll bring you to UMB number 7, which is this white one. 4 for 4. Yeah. Again, this can be confusing. But again, as long as you take your time, don't rush. There's no time limit. And just read. Read the notes, and that'll eventually get you to where you need to be. All right. So I did 1 plus 2. I did 3. I have 7. So now I need to make 6. So that's going to be 2 plus 4. All right. So going by the logic, red is 2, and then green is 4. Right? Just to make sure, you can always go back to the report. Red is 2, green is 4. All right. UMB number 2? Yes. And then number 4 is over here. All right. So now I want to combine 4 and 6. Or 4 and 2, I should say. And that gives me yellow. Yellow 6. Now what I want to do is I want to combine the 7 and the 6, because if you look at the formula here, it tells you that. 6 plus 7 equals 13. So 6 and 7. Now it's blue. Right? Okay. Not the chemical I need. Alright, so what's the last step? Is 13, which I have, plus 3. So now I need to make 3 again. So 3 was red, which is number 2, plus water. So now I need to fill water in one of the bottles and pop that in. So now I'm going to combine the 2 and the water. Make purple. That's NPO3. And then UMB number 13. Again, just to make sure. Purple 3. All right. So here goes nothing. I'm going to combine. And I've got V-Jolt. Look at that. Now I can destroy that Ivy monster. All right. So V-Jolt is complete. So what do you do with the V-Jolt? Well, you got to go back to the basement and apply it to the creature. Got to go back down. And then that room with the roots, I need to apply the formula. And that'll significantly weaken the plant. So he won't be anywhere near as annoying when I fight him, which is actually this room right here. Alright, so then I go to my inventory, V-Jolt, and use it. There he goes, he's burning up. It stinks. And yes, the plants are a 2D sprite. Okay. There's a bag here, nothing useful inside. That's pretty much it. It's withered, and that's really it. There's nothing else to it. But now, when I do fight him, he's going to be much easier to fight. that makes all that worthwhile. Alright, so now I'm going to drop off my my empty bottles because I don't need them. Unfortunately, they stay in your inventory, so I got to stash them away. Alright. And you know what? I don't remember if oh, okay. Barry did give me the bazooka. Okay. So, basically the only thing I need to do now is to fight the plant. That's the next part here. Now, there's two ways you could do this. Now, technically, at this point in the game, you're supposed to use the bazooka to fight the creature. I'm just curious how many Uzi bullets it'll take to beat him, though. So, I am just gonna save. Because I'm just curious how powerful this gun is. I could use the rocket launcher and it'd be a one-shot kill, but I don't want to, I already know that's what it is. I've never used this Uzi before, so I am curious to try it out. Alrighty. Time to fight Plant 42. This is the big kahuna. Now, if all goes well, I believe my friend Barry should show up to help me with the fight. If I remember correctly. But we shall see. Because sometimes he does, sometimes he doesn't. Never mind, no berry. But there is a key. Look at that. Alright. Again, I went rainbow on the plant. He stood no chance. And there's really nothing else to collect here. You're pretty much done. Alright, so what you want to do is you want to check the keys. But you want to turn it around. Helmet. Alright. You know what it is? Barry comes out, I think, in the bad ending because he gets hurt by the tentacles, I think is what happens. Oh. Wesker.
Wesker.
Oh, Jill. You're alive.
That's what I was going to say. Where on earth have you been? You disappeared from the hall all of a sudden.
I'm sorry, but I have my reasons.
Where on earth have you been?
It was all I could do to protect myself against those strange creatures.
Is that right? Anyway, it's good to see you're safe.
Jill, our first priority is to get out of here.
Yes, you're right.
Now, there are a lot of rooms in that mansion that we can't get into because they're locked up. I have been looking around for clues.
Okay, I'll go to the other house and see if I can find any clues.
Will you do that? I'm counting on you.
Just like that, Wesker disappears. And no, you can't follow him. He doesn't show up anymore. So don't even attempt. Look at this. You could step on these bugs. Just cuz. And that pretty much concludes the guardhouse. You see, what do I need here? I need Nope, it's just going back to the mansion. Basically what it is. Alright. So there's a nice surprise coming up. A new enemy type, which will be showing up very shortly. You know what? I'm gonna risk it. I'm not gonna save. As much as I would like to. But I'm gonna risk it. I'm gonna go forward. Oh, you know what? Hold on. We just put that in the inventory. Just put that in the chest. Just to be safe. There we go. Alright, so time to go back to the mansion.
This is Brad. I know you can't answer me, but somehow, give me a sign.
This is Jill. Brad? Oh, it's broken.
Alright, so the pilot, Brad Vickers, is trying to communicate, but unfortunately the signal is not working. I don't have the battery yet, so I can't do that. Gotta go back this way. Alright, remember, run, don't walk, so snakes will get you. And there's no point in trying to, even if you kill these snakes, they just infinitely keep spawning, so there's no end to them, unfortunately. So it's a waste of ammo to try to hurt them. Alright. It's not a jump scare, but it is a warning that there is a new enemy about to appear. Very cool entrance. Coming up. In 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Oh yeah. Welcome to Hunters. Alright. I had my Uzi, so I'm good. Normally, that would not be anywhere near as easy. This would be a moment where, remember I was saying you needed a shotgun later on? You need a shotgun against these guys. It takes about 2 to 3 shots if you're good. Now, think about the hunters. Remember I broke down earlier your health status. Now, if at any point you were not in green, if you were on orange, they have a chance of doing this jump, and they slice your head right off in one hit. If you are in yellow or red, and if they do that, you will die. So yeah, they hurt. So you gotta be careful with these guys. Alright, so I have this new key I have. I can now open up doors that I wasn't able to before. Light up this room. There's another book here. You take the Doom Book 1. Yes, I will. Again, always investigate. This book is called Eagle of East, Wolf of West. Alright, what about the middle? Yep. There was a medal in the book. Eagle medal. A medal from the first Doom Book. Okay, so these medals will come in handy later on. This is a new type of medal for the Magnum. which you will need. I can only see moonlight and dense forest. Nothing uncommon. Alright. That's pretty much what this room has. Alright. So, funnily enough, that little cutscene with the hunter running, I don't know if you caught it, but when he's running and he goes into the through the garden area, that actually was a previous... So when this game was in its beta forms, the layout of the mansion was different than it is in this final retail version. So, actually, let me show you. The hunter, in the little cutscene, he was running through here, and then he runs, you know, from this room. Now, when he ran, there was no door. There was a hallway, and then he just ran into here. So in earlier versions of this game, this room actually looked very different. There were no doors. Initially, there was a little corner, then you would turn, and then that would lead you right into the outside. In the earlier versions of this game, you actually were supposed to fight the big snake in here. They since moved it to the attic area of the mansion, but in the original versions of the game, the betas, you actually fight the snake here. So that cutscene where the hunter was running through the mansion, it used that beta version of the mansion, the layout. So it's a conflict with the way the game looks here. But that's because it's using assets from an older version of the game. So just a fun little tidbit there. Alright. So, that cutscene was kind of a warning. Hunters are now all over the house. So, you gotta be careful. There's another hunter right here. They look pretty creepy, right? They're like frogs. Giant frogs with claws and sharp teeth. Pretty spooky. Oh, wait, there's a note. I'll put some bullets in the back room. Use them in case of trouble. Barry. And just like that, look at that. He left me some goods. Alright, first aid spray. Always appreciated. Acid rounds, or shotgun shells, and explosive rounds. Acid rounds, I was right. Okay. So, what I want to do is this wolf metal. Eagle metal, I'm sorry. Then I want to take the shotgun shells. Combine. And then acid rounds, combine those. Then I could put those away. Then I should have some magnum rounds too, I think. Oh. Nope, I don't. Alright. And then actually I want to take this other key. Armor key. Alright, so yeah, you just gotta be careful. There are hunters all around the house now. There's 2 in this hallway. There's 1 to the left and 1 to the right. luckily this gun works great against these guys. There's actually another one, I think, all around the corner here. No? Okay. I thought wrong. Alright, well. Let's see. Oh. Nope. Okay. So technically I could go in the other room and I will fight the snake again. But I don't want to do that just yet. So there's going to be more hunters. Actually, there's a hunter in here. And there's a hunter in the hallway here. There's another one in here. Okay, I remember there being one, but maybe that's with Chris then. Alright, so there's another one over here. At least I remember there being one. No? Okay. You know what? I wonder if there's hunters where forest is. I never bothered to check. Nope. Okay. I was just curious if they were there. Alright, so there's going to be hunters over here. There's going to be two. One on each side of the hallway. Alright, so obviously this gun works wonders against these guys, which is fantastic. Alright, there's going to be more hunters in here. So again, if you don't know, you really got to take it slow. Oh wow, he was actually right there. Wow. Would you look at that? Alright, so this door is, you only find the door, the key to unlock it if you play as Jill, and you have to do a certain thing, which I will get to in a bit. But this door now I can open. Kind of a creepy room, right? Our magnum rounds. Okay. More shotgun shells. And then there's a note. Orders. Top secret, July 22nd, 1998. 2:13 a.m. To the head of the security department. X day is approaching. Complete the following orders within the week. 1. Lure the members of S.T.A.R.S into the lab and have them fight with the BOW in order to obtain data of actual battles. 2. Collect the 2 embryos per BOW type, making sure to include all species except for Tyrant. 3. Destroy the Arclay lab, including all researchers and lab animals, in a manner which will seem accidental. White umbrella. That's mysterious and ominous, isn't it? Alright, so this is a creepy room with a bunch of taxidermy animals. So initially, you don't really know what to do here. But if you explore, it looks as if it's alive. There's a switch right here. You turn off the lights, and then you go here, and then what happens? You start to notice something. Or maybe not. There it is. Will you try and take out the eyeball? Yes. You take the red jewel. Okay. And that's it. That's it for this room, so you can go ahead and turn the light back on. So that red jewel, if you recall, in the beginning of the game, there is a room with a tiger, which has two holes for its eyes. One is a blue gem, and then this one is the red gem. Alright, so that's that. So now you gotta go downstairs, and there's more hunters. Look at him, he's just waiting. Luckily, I'm Rambo, and I don't have to worry about him, so it's fine. Okay, so Magnum ammo, I want to bring down here. Combine. That's 12. And then I want the shotgun shells. Then put those back. Oops, that is down here. Alright, so there's going to be more hunters. You want to be careful. Always check your corners. And again, this room was just handgun ammo and a broken shotgun, which I don't need. Alright, more hunters in here. Hunter right here. Can't surprise me, bud. Alright, it reads, some tigers have a red eye and a blue eye, so this puzzle's pretty obvious. Put that crystal in there. Then this gives you a magnum, I believe. Yep. Or the magnum is called Colt Python in this game. You take the Colt Python. And there it is. That puzzle is complete. Magnum rounds loaded. Alright. So again, if I didn't have this Uzi already, the Magnum would be coming in handy big time. But since I have this special weapon, I don't really need it. I'm good. Alright, so where do I go now? There are... Okay, so I need to go to the basement. I have to try to remember, how do I get there? What key do I need to get to that area? Trying to remember. There is an elevator. And... Oh, you know what? I can go to the map. Alright. There are some rooms I haven't been to yet. So I'm gonna try to go this way. Let's see where that brings me. I think it's over here. Actually, there's a hunter in there. Blocked from the inside. Okay. I'm trying to remember where do I go? How do I get to that area? Oh, you know what? I need to fight the snake then. That's what it is. That's what I've got to do. Okay. The snake is who I gotta fight. Hey, E.C. Myers, what's up, buddy? Happy Friday to you. How are you doing? I'm doing alright. I'm just recovering from this bout of bronchitis myself, but other than that, I'm doing alright. How are you? Which is why my voice is not 100%. Alright, so I gotta fight the snake one more time. Which is in this room right here. You have used the helmet key. And that key, useless, discard, yes. Alright, so this fight shouldn't be as bad. It's just he doesn't get stun locked, but we'll see how it goes. Bronchitis is rough. Glad you're on the mend. Yeah, it's wow. I've been hit with this for the past, I'd say, almost 3 weeks now. Yeah, my voice is still not 100%. I'm coughing here and there, but luckily I was able to go back to work this week. You know, just taking it easy, kind of isolating myself. But yeah, never had bronchitis before. It sucks. It's not fun. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone. But you know, after about a month of taking this off, I figured I'm good enough to you know, at least continue. So thank you for stopping by, my man. Thank you. Busy, so I thought I had just been. No, I've actually. The last stream I did for this was back at the very end of October. Because early November I had actually flown out to Illinois for a family wedding. And I took that time to just be around. I took 2 weeks vacation just to explore Missouri and Illinois. And then I came back, and as luck would have it, a few days later, I ended up getting bronchitis, and that was another 2 weeks. So yeah, 4 weeks I've been out of this stream. So figured I'd bring it back. You know, my voice isn't all there yet, but I'm good enough to at least attempt this. So thank you. No, you haven't missed anything, not since late October. All right. So in this room, I'm going to fight the snake one more time. Hopefully I don't die, because that would be bad. Now this snake fight is much easier than the first one, so it's not that bad. The hole opens, and the only problem with the snake is he doesn't get stunned by my bullets, so I'm just gonna have to go Rambo on him. Once I investigate the piano, he will come out. Up the chimney. Or the fireplace, I should say. He's gonna bite a hole in the wall. And he's done. Alright, luckily this gun was good enough to take him out. Now he's just melting away into nothing. His textures are just shrinking. That's him. Alright, so what you're supposed to do here is you're supposed to fall down the hole. It's too dark to see anything. And look, there's Barry.
Jill, have you found anything interesting?
Yes, but I can't see very well.
How about going down to check by yourself? I have a rope here.
Oh, do you? Well, then I'll try to go down using the rope.
Wait.
Alright. You go down the rope, and then he drops the rope. Now I've done it.
What's going on?
Now I've done it. Sorry, Jill. Wait. I'll go and get another rope.
Barry? Barry?
Okay. So now you have two options here. You can either explore the room. Basically, you're supposed to investigate this gravestone. You'll find a stairway, go down. But if you do that, you'll actually get the bad ending. You're actually supposed to wait. And Barry will come back.
Hey! Are you there, Jill? Grab the rope!
Grab the rope.
I'm sorry, Jill.
I didn't know that was going to happen.
Sorry. I was really careless.
Are you okay, Barry? Maybe you're getting tired.
No, I'm all right. Don't worry. Jill, I found something.
Pass number 810-8310. So remember that door I was talking about that had a passcode and you can't get through it? By doing this cutscene, which is optional, you get that code. That's basically a shortcut.
Thank you. I'll take this then.
It's the only way you get that code. You can't get it any other way. And then Barry just leaves. So technically you're supposed to go to that door, enter the code. But what's the fun in that? You gotta go back down. And then the rope. It says there's a rope, even though you don't see it. So this says Full Metal Prison, 1993 to 1994. There's a switch below. Will you push it? Yes. Now this brings you to the mansion basement. I know it's 6 o'clock, but I'll run through the basement real quick. And then I'll wrap up the stream. I figure it's been a month, I can go a little overtime here. If that's okay with you. Alright, so they're back to zombies here. Alright, shotgun shells. Always nice to have. So yes, again, with zombies, if you see a pool of blood under their bodies, that means they are dead. If you don't, that means they're gonna wake up and come after you again. More zombies here. So one thing that's good is you don't have to worry about hunters here. No hunters. Alright, healing items. There's herbs. So funnily enough, the zombies were actually eating one of their own. Which makes no sense, but, you know, zombies do what they do, I guess. Alright, combine the herbs. And now on to the next area. You unlocked it, which now brings you to the kitchen, if I am not mistaken. It's dusty. It has not been used for a long time. Alright, there's a zombie here. A freezer. It has not been used for a long time. Water is not supplied. A gas cooking stove. The gas is not supplied. Dark blood sticks to it. What did they cook here? Alright, so there's a cutscene coming up. An oven. It's badly rusted and does not seem to work. Cutscene. So zombies can use stairs apparently, and open doors. Apparently. Even though you never see it at any other point in the game. But, you know. It is what it is. Alright, got rid of him. Alright, so there's two routes I can take. I can go this way, or I can take the elevator, which is over here. So I'm going to take the stairs. And just see what's going on. The elevator doesn't seem to stop on this floor. You unlocked it. Oh, well this is going to bring me to that door with the passcode. Actually over here. Never mind. Alright. So that's that. It's just a shortcut to another part of the mansion. So now you know where that goes. Oops. Again, zombies do disappear once you do destroy them, so... Right, take the elevator. So this now brings you to another part of the mansion. Which is basically the final tail end of the mansion area. And just more things to explore. Explosive rounds, okay. Yep, that combines. So there's a battery. Now the battery is what I would use to fix the waterfall outside in the garden area, which would then lead me to that other area that's being blocked by the waterfall. Now I can move the elevator in the courtyard, yep. Perfect. Alright. Close these guys. Door is locked. So this is actually the other hallway that I was talking about with the passcode. It would lead you here. So again, just a minor shortcut. Alright, so there's healing items there. More healing there. And this is going to bring me back to the kitchen. Unfortunately, you can't skip this, so, you know, it is what it is. Okay. There should be another zombie here, yep. Right, he's gone. Alright, so there's a couple smaller puzzles here. Again, this gun makes short work of a lot of the enemies in the game. Magnum rounds, okay. I don't need these just yet, because again, my inventory only have one space. I want to make sure I keep anything important. It has not been used for a long time and is dusty. There's another zombie over here. I remember. There he is. Scrapbook. Raccoon time is May 27th, 1998. Animal attack. Woman mutilated. May 20th. Around 10 p.m., a 20-year-old young woman's body was found by a passerby on the left bank of Marble River in the Cider district of Raccoon City. Raccoon police assume it to be a grizzly or other animal's doing because there are teeth marks along her mutilated arms and left foot that show considerable power. Since she was wearing a hiking boot on her remaining foot, it has been determined that she was attacked in the Arklay Mountains and fell into the river. They are hurrying to identify this woman. Raccoon Weekly, June 16th, 1998. Monsters in Arklay Mountains. Some people claim they've seen monsters in the Arklay Mountains. The monsters are supposedly about the same size as large dogs and usually run in a pack as wolves do. This may sound like a group of ordinary wild dogs, but these monsters are surprisingly fierce and hard to hurt. They say these dogs won't bother you unless you wake them, so you smart readers should stay out of the Arklay Mountains for the time being. But if you're looking for adventure, check it out. You want to try? Raccoon Times, July 9th, 1998. So it was talking about the dogs, which in this game are called Cerberus. History on Arklay Mountains, Mountain Road Block. Due to successive disasters in the Arklay Mountains, the city authorities have decided to block the road leading to the foothills. At the same time, Raccoon Police intend to begin the search for lost people with the help of S.T.A.R.S team members. They expect great difficulty because of the vast size of Arklay Mountains and the primeval forest that covers most of the area. Also, people are still reporting sightings of grotesque monsters in the mountains. Alright. Most of them are on biology and chemistry. What do you have here? Whoops, I did that wrong, so I want to push it this way. That'll show a door. Which shows you the helipad. I can look over the courtyard from here. It's a helicopter port. If I could contact the other members from there. So that's pretty much the end game. Getting to the helicopter. So there's ammo here, which I don't need. There's an ink ribbon, which I would be nice to grab, but I don't need it just yet. Okay, so on to the next area. Get to the chopper, indeed. Where's Arnold when you need him, right? I don't remember if there's a zombie in this room. It has not been used for a long time. Alright, so there's a bit of a... There's a small puzzle in here. Very light puzzle. Most of the books are on chemistry. Alright, so there's a statue. And a bust. There's a switch. Will you push it? Alright, so it's telling me there's a light, right? And look at this conspicuous thing. It looks like a door. Alright, so what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take this bad boy and move it. But what you want to do is, in order to get to the right angle, you kind of want to go around this way. Push him. But not push him enough, because if you do, you won't be able to get around the little bust here. So you want to move around and push this way. And then just push it to the light, and that'll open the door. Alright, so there's an important item here to pick up, which is called the MO disc. O disc? Will you take the MO disc? Yes, you will. That will come in handy later on. But again, always a good idea to check. It seems to be a startup disk. It says door lock system. Looks like a zip disk. Alright, so that's that for this area. So again, if I had picked up that ink ribbon, I wouldn't have had space for this. So that ink ribbon, unfortunately, is, well, it's gonna have to stay there. It is what it is. Can't be helped. Alright, so now I want to go back down. So it's really the only way. And I gotta make my way out. But now I know where the other door is, and because I have the passcode, I can actually do that shortcut, so that helps. So I want to go here. So now what I want to do is I want to go to the storeroom, drop off a bunch of this stuff that I don't need. And lighten my inventory, right? So the Mo disc I know I don't need until later on. The herbs, I don't need that just yet, so I can put the herbs away up here. Shotgun shells, again, I can consolidate those, so I want to put those there. And then, explosive rounds I can combine. That's 24. Alright. And then now, up here, I can take the shortcut to this door, now that I have the passcode. And now this will bring me to that other hallway where the two zombies were eating each other. Again, not entirely necessary, but now I can pick up these herbs, just in case. Alright, perfect. Got that. Let's see, I think that's about it for this area. No, I don't know why the armor key is not discarded yet. I'm pretty sure I've opened every door in the mansion. Nope, wait, there's one door, which is yet to be opened. Second floor, basement. There is that door that hasn't been opened. You know what, though? I think that door that has been opened, that's the closet. So I don't, that key doesn't even open that. Oh, you know what door hasn't been opened? Okay. I get it. Okay, so I'm gonna have to fight a few more hunters. That's okay. I got the weapon for it, so I'm fine. Okay, so it is the outdoor courtyard with the dogs. That's where I haven't been. I could have sworn I've done that, but I guess I must have missed it. Alright. Again, I don't need to do it, but just for peace of mind, you know, knowing that I've got rid of them. Alright, this door. There it is. Alright, so there's gonna be a hunter, and there's dogs in here. Oh, zombies. You know what? I've never been in this place. So if you come here to the, at the return, it's just a bunch of zombies. The dogs are no longer here. That's interesting. I've never actually bothered to come out here when you come back to the mansion. Alright, so there's a whole bunch of other herbs. Which, I mean, I guess I could pick up, whatever. Just gonna combine a whole bunch of green herbs. That's fine. Then the 3 green herbs is fully restore your health. I actually never knew that if you come here later on, it's no more dogs, it's just zombies. I figured they'd be hunters, but it's interesting. All the years I've played it, I never even knew that. Alright, consolidate. Alright, there's a hunter. Let me just stash these herbs, and I think I'll be done for tonight. Really the main goal now is to go back outside, use the battery, and then use the crank. So actually, I need to get the crank back. Is what I need. And then go explore the underground area. That would be the next mission in the game. It's already almost 6:30, so unfortunately, time has passed. So I do need to save. But yeah, I'd say this is about maybe 3/4 of the way through now. You're getting towards the end game in a bit, but unfortunately, I can't stream forever, so I do need to save here, and I will continue next week. You know, yeah. So I will need to go back outside to the garden, use go back down, use the battery to fix the elevator, and then go up, use the crank to bring the water back up, which will then let me into the sewers. And that's it. That is Resident Evil for the time being. So let me back out of here. I saved. But yeah, that is Resident Evil. Hopefully, if you stop by, maybe you learned a little something, a little tip. But let me say thank you to everybody who popped in today. Sam, Square Pegs, Linda the Gamer Gal, Rax, that was an unexpected pleasure, my man. 8-Bit Glitch 79, thank you. And EC Myers, thank you for popping in. Again, it's been a month since I've done this, and thank you for even coming on by, even after the extended hiatus. So I really appreciate it. Again, apologies for my voice not being all the way there, but I'm still on this tail end of bronchitis. Hopefully by next week I'll be 100%, but we shall see. I know this bronchitis tends to take its sweet time, so it is what it is. But yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and hopefully you enjoyed. So yeah, next week I will continue, and so hopefully the goal is, I don't know if I can beat it next time. I'll probably get really close, because it's really the underground area, and then you kind of go to a lab, and that's pretty much the end. So we shall see if I can beat it next time. We shall see. No guarantees, but nonetheless, thank you so much for stopping by. I really do appreciate it. And yeah, we will see you here next week here on the NPL Video Game Club. Again, every Friday from 4 to 6 p.m. right here on the NOAA Public Library YouTube channel. On behalf of the library, I want to wish you all a very safe and happy weekend. Enjoy your time, especially now with the holidays coming near. Spend some time with your families and loved ones, because you never know what tomorrow may bring. So please enjoy, take care, and we will see you here next week. Take care, everybody.